Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Hey kids, I'm Kashmira and welcome back to Kilkaria, where the stories may be ours, but imagination will be yours. Today, Tani and I have a brand new exciting story for you guys. Are you ready? Just a second. Hello? What? Tani, your school teacher called and she told me you copied your homework from this boy called Pintu. Is it true?
No, Kashdi, it's not true at all. This new boy Pintu had not done his homework, and I just showed mine to help. But he copied it all and told the teacher I cheated from him. So the teacher scolded me.
Really? How well do you know this Pintu? I mean, one shouldn't trust anyone and everyone so soon, you know.
But Kashdi, I thought he's my friend.
I know, Tani. But one should be very careful while choosing their friends. A wrong friend could land you in trouble. Okay, shush. Don't be sad now. Come on, stop crying. I know what can cheer you up. Why don't I tell you a story about this monkey and his friend the crocodile? Maybe by the end of the story, you might just know how to choose your friends wisely. Ready?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, on the banks of the Chandan River, there was a rose apple tree that was never without a fruit. The tree was huge in size and filled with all kinds of delicious rose apples. Big and small, ripe and juicy, red and pink, sweet and sour. In it lived a monkey named Redface. Redface had big brown eyes and a smiling face. His long tail swayed from side to side as he jumped up and down the tree. He was full of curiosity and adventure, mischief and intelligence. But one quality that made him unique was his generous and kind nature. He would offer the fruit from his tree to anyone and everyone who passed from there. Now one day a crocodile named Ugly Mug crawled out of the river and burrowed himself in the soft sand under the tree. Redface, who was then climbing up the branches, suddenly noticed the crocodile. Redface smiled cheerfully, greeted him. Well, hello, Mr. Croc. You are my guest, sir. Please eat these red, juicy apples which I throw your way. I am sure you will find them sweet and tasty. Thus, he offered rose apples to the crocodile. And overjoyed, Ugly Mug quickly ate up the apples and thanked Redface. Thank you so much for sharing these apples. By the way, I'm Ugly Mug. A delighted Redface introduced himself and the two enjoyed a long and pleasant conversation. This was the beginning of a very special friendship. Each day Mugface came under the tree, Redface greeted him with apples. They sat under the tree and spent their time in cheerful conversations on various subjects. Soon they became very good friends. One day the crocodile went home and gave his wife, Mrs. Croc, some rose apples that Redface had shared with him. Now, the wife was not like the simple Ugly Mug. She was cunning and selfish in nature. She ate all the apples at once and her eyes brightened. She asked him, "My dear husband, where do you get such fruits? They are like nectar." Mugface smiled and told her all about his best friend. Mrs. Croc turned green with greed. She thought to herself, "If anyone eats such sweet fruits every day, their heart must turn into nectar." Her mouth now watered thinking about the heart. So she turned coyly towards her husband and told him lovingly, "You know, the doctor had told me to eat something real sweet. So if you value your wife, bring me the monkey's heart, for it will be sweet as nectar from all the apples he has eaten over the years." Upon hearing these words, Ugly Mug turned bright red with rage, for he could never think of doing something as cruel as this to his friend. He angrily shouted at his wife, "What are you saying? Redface has been so kind towards us, and you think this is the way to repay his kindness? No way! I am not going to do that!" However, the crocodile's wife was too adamant, and she had many tricks up her sleeve. So to get the monkey's heart, she began to weep. "Oh, my ugly mug, you don't seem to love me as you did. Don't you see how unwell I have been? I promise you, unless I eat that heart, I shall starve myself to death and we both shall part." Threatened by Mrs. Croc, Ugly Mug was now confused. "Oh, what shall I do? How can I kill him?" With these thoughts in his mind, he visited Redface. He then told him, "My friend and brother, my wife has invited you home to pay you back your kindness by offering you a delicious meal." "My friend, your wife is very kind, but we monkeys live on trees and your home is in water. How will I go there?" The crocodile quickly thought of an idea and then said, "My friend, our home is on a lovely sandbank across the river. So why don't you just climb onto my back and travel comfortably with nothing to fear?" Redface spinned his tail in joy and quickly sat tightly on Ugly Mug's back. With a heavy heart, Ugly Mug started his journey back home with an unsuspecting Redface. When they were in the middle of the river, Ugly Mug began to sink. Redface got very, very scared and started jumping as he said, "What are you doing, brother? My whole body is drenched in water. We're going to drown." Ugly Mug sighed, for his heart was heavy from all the guilt. At the end, he told his friend sadly with tears in his eyes, "I'm sorry, for I have deceived you and brought you to your death because my wife made me do it, for she wants to eat your heart." Hearing this, Redface was shattered. He had never thought that someone whom he treated with so much kindness and love would one day ask for his life as a token of their friendship. Redface was hurt, but he was a clever and quick-witted monkey. He said at once, "If that is the case, why didn't you tell me on the shore? For then I might have brought with me my heart, which I keep in a hole in the rose apple tree. Quickly take me back so that I get it for you." The crocodile was confused. He did not know what to do, and at the end he decided to swim all the way back to the shore. But as soon as he came to the shore, Redface hopped and jumped from his back and climbed further and further up the rose apple tree. Growing impatient, Ugly Mug called for his friend. "Hurry up, dear Redface! We have to go! It's getting late!" Redface now scolded Ugly Mug and said, "You fool, you traitor! How can anyone leave their heart in a tree? Go home and never come back under the rose apple tree, for you have betrayed me and broken my trust. I at once break my friendship with you. Go away and I shall never see your face again." Realizing his foolishness and how cruel he was to his friend, Ugly Mug had to swim back to his house. So what did you learn, Teeny?
Dee, that we should not trust anyone so easily. Before making friends, it's good to know people a little better. Otherwise, it can be a problem.
Correct. And we also learned that once you've called someone your friend, you shouldn't use or betray them, because friendship is
the most precious thing in the world.
Exactly.
Thank you, Kash Didi. You are my favorite.
Aw, you are my favorite too, Teeny. And so are you guys, my little friends watching us, my favorites. Teeny and I will be back next week with another smashing story on your favorite show, Kilkaria. See you guys. Mwah. Bye.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Bye.